to Healing from Within. I'm Kerry and I'm the creator of the Healing from Within community, and I'm just here to share with you all the different methods and all the different things that I find to heal from deep within. I really believe that we are made up of three parts, spirit, soul and body, and we need to work on all three parts of us to be whole and healed, especially if we're dealing with depression and we're dealing with past trauma and hurt and heartache, and brokenness. And so I ask you, if you deal with any of these things, please come on the journey with me and please like and subscribe to my channel. Let's do this journey together. And so all I do is share with you my keys and tools and all the methods that I found that really has impacted my life and changed my life from the inside out. I'm not here to share things that I don't really know about, and I know that I'm not perfect at doing these little podcasts and sharing with you. I don't really know much about all this technology, and I know that all my shorts seem to be starting with my face and my mouth open. Don't ask me why. I'm not quite sure how to change that. So I'm sure I'll get better at this. But I just really feel like, maybe I have got a story to tell. Maybe I should share all the methods that I've used to heal, because I see that there's so many people out there still. I meet people all the time. I mean, literally all the time, that are really struggling with deep depression and brokenness and trauma, and they can't seem to move forward. They seem like they're still stuck in it and they can't move forward at all. And I know that there was a time that I was like that, so I'm not judging at all, because I didn't know the keys and the tools. I didn't know the answers to heal. But now that I've found them answers, and now that I've completely turned my life around and healed from the inside out, I'm still on the journey, still learning and evolving and finding new methods to work on different things that maybe trip me up or anything. But I just feel like, okay, I should share those things. So I have wrote a little book about the 9 different methods, different steps that I really feel completely revolutionized my life. So I'll put that in the link below. And so, yeah, please come on this journey with me. So if you do deal with depression, you know that you can get stuck. Like, it's almost like something that can paralyze you. You don't know how to break free. People judge, people look at you and think that you could just snap out of it, that you can just tell yourself to be better. People think that just a few meds or doing this method or that method will change you and heal you. But I found that none of that worked for me. Just doing one method worked for me, or just doing a method for a little time worked for me. None of it. What did work for me is going on a journey of evolving, learning about the brain detox, which I found it by Dr. Caroline Leaf. But I know there's lots of neuroscientists who talk about the different methods to rewire and heal your brain. So when your brain is depressed, you become very, very negative, and all the trauma that's happened is all stuck there in the brain, in the mind, and it looks so dark and withered, and you feel it, don't you? I know I did. I felt like a dark cloud was over my brain, over my mind, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't think what to do to change my life. So it's like a knock-on effect, because if there's bad things happening around you, if there's traumatic things going off, or you need a new job, or you need to find a way to make more finances, or you're in a broken relationship, or whatever it is, you can't see the answers to healing and to figuring it out, the way forward, because your mind's just lost in this deep dark fog that it is like a brain damage. And so I know how you can get lost in that. But the brain detox is my #1 key to start with, is to start capturing every negative thought all the negative thought patterns, every time you think about the past trauma, every time you think negative about life, um, even everything you think, every time you think negative about somebody else, even, every time these negative thoughts or emotions come up, is quickly grabbing them and changing them into a positive. Now that took me some time to work on, some time to turn that around in my own life, but once I grasped that concept of, and as it became easier to do, um, that started changing my life, just that in itself, because it starts rewiring your brain and the lights start coming on in your brain, and the brain scan actually starts to look different, like more light than before. So as it becomes more light, you can think straight. You can now think about what you need to do to change your life. You can now think happy thoughts. You can now be attracted to better things. You now think to yourself, oh, actually going outdoors for a walk might benefit me. Going exercising might benefit me. But when you're stuck in that like negative cycle and that dark cloud over your mind, all you can think about is getting under a blanket. All you can think about is even maybe suicidal thoughts, or maybe, just drowning your sorrows in something else, or turning to something else to numb the pain. But as you start to rewire your brain, and just that simple trick of changing from every negative thought and speech, from that to a positive. And if you struggle to say it, write it down. Like all them negative thoughts you get in, write them down, and right next to them the positive thoughts, and then start speaking them out. And every time that negative thought comes into your mind, or you go to say it, quickly switch it to what you've written down in the positive, speaking them out every day. So the more you train yourself to do that, the more your brain starts to heal. Believe me, I went on this journey, so I know it works. But it's not an overnight thing, because it didn't take you overnight to get like that, or especially if you've had a lot of trauma in your life like I did, especially if you've gone through a lot of brokenness like I did. It didn't take overnight to get like that, so don't expect it like you've done it for a week and no, I'm never going to go back there. No, actually, you got to do it forever. But the great thing is it becomes easier. The more you do it, the longer you do it, it becomes second nature. So that's my number one key, and I will always speak that, is to go on this journey of just rewiring your brain, all the positive speech, changing every negative thought to a positive thought. Um, and then, of course, I say every day, wake up and say all the things you're grateful for. Write yourself a list of 10 things you're grateful for, right? And then every morning when you wake up, say them. And every night before you go to sleep, say them. Just speak them out loud. That 10 things on that list. I know sometimes actually when you feel very depressed, you can't even think of 10 things. I think that I've been there when I couldn't think of 10 things. But there is some things if you really dig deep and you can think about it. So just write yourself this list and speak them out every morning, every night. So these are my few keys that are a must. Is the brain detox, by detoxing that brain from the negative, from the trauma. Every negative thought, every time you think of something negative, turn it into a positive. And then writing yourself a list of all the things you're grateful for. Think of 10 things and speak them out every morning and every night before going to bed. And then also your positive affirmations over yourself. Start speaking positive over yourself. That's very, very hard when you really don't love yourself. And I really struggled with that. That was probably actually harder than the brain detox, to start speaking positive things over myself. I used to have such a negative look at myself. I used to look in the mirror and just cry. Just couldn't see anything good at all. And it comes like that from a lifetime of being saying negative things to you and called names and all these horrible things. But you know what? I wrote them on post-it notes, and put them around and kept saying them out loud and reading them to myself all the time, and then looking in the mirror and trying to say them. And it took some time, took some training, but you know what? The more I've done it, the more I'm healing. Um, and there, I think my three biggest keys, just them three biggest keys to really start this journey of healing and positive um, change in your life. And I promise you can heal from depression. You can heal from past trauma, because as you're doing this, it seems like they become less, like they don't hurt as much and they don't sting as much, and you start learning that life is a journey, and yes, these things happened and you recognize that they happened, but there's something, there's a new way of dealing with them in your brain. I kind of can't put my finger on exactly what it is, what changes, but all I know is what changed for me is as I started to do these things, it's changed my speech, changed my thought pattern, and it became second nature. Like every day I wake up happy now, and I can't say that there's not challenges that I still deal with everyday challenges. There's still people in my life who sometimes cause me some pain, or and there's just different things that happen because I'm on a journey called life, and so are you. And so we can heal. I promise we can if we change our mindset and we start speaking positive. We start acting positive. Change our brain, and my three huge keys. And then of course I added just listening to lots of different podcasts by different people and getting all their methods by Jay Shetty and Lewis Howes, and I just added a new one, Mel Robinson. Yeah, Mel Robinson. She's amazing too. There's so many amazing ones out there who've got all these different keys and tools. So I take their methods and I apply them to my life. I listen to a podcast and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. That's definitely me. So then I apply it to my life, and as I do, I see another change. And so that's my message today. I just want to share with you is if you start with them three things first: the brain detox, the speaking out all the things you're grateful for every morning and every night, and the positive affirmations. Start being kind to yourself and speaking all the kind things over yourself, like you're beautiful, you're smart, just all these different affirmations. You can speak them out. Them three things will start you on the path and start turning your life around and start healing you from the inside out. Start healing your mind. That's where you start, and then I went to the spirit part of me, and then to the body part of me. But start with the mind. Do them three things, and I promise you, you will start healing from the inside out. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.